Welcome back, mamas. Y'all, today we are going to talk about overwhelm. I know as moms, we all feel it. I know it can feel crippling at times, and this is why I want to talk about how we combat that, why it is so important, and how to do it. So let's get to it. Do you wish you had control of your days, that you had a rhythm, but instead feel overwhelmed, scattered, and like there's never enough time? You're in the right place. I'm Danielle, a recovering workaholic, wife, and stay-at-home mom of two girls. I've learned how to reclaim my time and find purpose and freedom so I can be present with my kids and feel like myself again. Here, we embrace where we are, but we don't stay there. So if you're ready to trade the chaos for clarity, the guilt for grace, and the endless to-do list for aligned flow, grab the kiddos a snack and toss in that laundry because I know you're multitasking, and let's do this because your time, your purpose, and you matter. Okay, mamas, today I want to talk about something we all feel as mamas, and right now might be a time that you have been feeling it very heavily. It is overwhelm. Overwhelm is this feeling that can cripple us if we let it, and a lot of times it can stop you in your tracks. It can prevent you from moving forward and from doing what it is that you know you are needing to do for yourself, for your family, for your life. And I wanted to start, of course, with a quote. This one is from Zig Ziglar, and it says, "Getting knocked down in life is a given. Getting up and moving forward is a choice." Getting knocked down is a given, right? We all have stuff. We all have things that we deal with. We as moms have so many things on our plates. We have, between the house chores and the children and just everything in our family life, it is a lot to keep tabs on. And on top of that, to stay this role model, right? Like to stay this person. And if you have been feeling like you are being called to more, you may be feeling this feeling that how am I supposed to do that when I am so overwhelmed? When I feel like I already have so much on my plate. What does this more even look like? And why am I being called to it when I can't clearly focus on that right now because I have too much else going on? That is a lie that we're telling ourselves, right? It is a lie that we're telling ourselves, and it can keep us stuck in this cycle, right? Because overwhelm tends to be a cycle, but we need to get up and get moving forward, right? And when we do that, it is so empowering. So, why do we need to do it? How do we do it? And what could this look like for you? Okay. I want to talk about that today, and I'm going to read another quote, right? This is from Maya Angelou, and it says, "When you do nothing, you feel overwhelmed and powerless. But when you get involved, you feel a sense of hope and accomplishment that comes from knowing you are working to make things better." We can feel so much better just by taking a step forward, right? By getting involved in our own lives. This is your life. Let's take control of it because this overwhelmed feeling that you're feeling, I am not saying that it's not valid. I am not saying that it is not a feeling that you should be feeling because of the way that your life has gotten, right? This is something, though, that I want you to recognize that you don't have to stay there. We don't have to stay in that cycle. We don't have to stay in this, pattern where we have all of these things that are on our plate and we haven't, like I've been talking, okay, the past couple of weeks. If you have not listened to these episodes, go back and listen. Now, I will say that a lot of times the things that I was talking about can feel overwhelming if you are in a place where you don't understand how you could possibly do this kind of work, right? Because you are so overwhelmed, right? And it leads to more overwhelm. But what I want to tell you is that prioritization, we've been talking about prioritizations, your priorities, figuring those out for yourself, and also your purpose, right? And that can seem daunting, right? When you think about it that way, beginning with the end in mind, like these are all things that we've been talking about over the past couple of weeks that are so powerful and so impactful on you as a mom when you take the time to do them that I know that they're going to get you out of this cycle of overwhelm, but I want to kind of, I feel like I could have taken that overwhelm and like reignited it by focusing so heavily on those things. And I just wanted to address that today, right? Because it is something that we tend to do to ourselves. And I hesitated to say that because I don't want you to think that I am saying that this is your fault, right? But what I'm saying is that we tend to do that because we think we're stuck here. Right? We think that we're stuck with this overwhelm. We don't believe that we can do anything about it, right? We are almost resigned to the fact that this is what our life is going to look like because we're in this stage of motherhood or because we're in this stage of life, right? Like you can insert the title, like you could insert this in anyone's life. But I'm just telling you, as a mom, it is so common, especially a stay at home mom and someone who used to be in the workforce, right? And it feels like they could handle the workforce and everything that life throws at them. And then all of a sudden they decide to be a stay at home mom and they're like, I should be able to do this well. I was able to handle all of that, right? Why can't I seem to handle this? Or why can't I seem to be happy doing this now? Like, what is wrong with me? I know these are things I used to think. And I want to just tell you that nothing is wrong with you, that you can get out of this feeling. You can get out of this overwhelm. You can get out of feeling like you are stuck. You do not have to stay here. And I have another quote from Saint Francis of Assisi that says, start by doing what's necessary, then do what's possible. And suddenly you are doing the impossible. Start by doing what's necessary. And, I could go on a tangent about what are the necessary things to do. But this brings me actually to another quote from Mark Twain that says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and then starting on the first one. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks and then starting on the first one. That is the key, right? Just getting started, taking that baby step. I think I have said this in every single episode for the past, I don't know, month, because it is all about taking that first step towards whatever it is that you want, towards whatever it is that you feel like you can take the first step towards, right? Whether it be planning, whether it be setting your priorities, whether it be figuring out what's most important to you right now, your core values, your strengths, like whether it be like breaking free from a mindset, right? Like there are so many things, there are so many ways to just get started in doing something and as St. Francis of Assisi said, something that is necessary, right? Doing something first that is necessary. Then you can start to do what is possible. And then suddenly you're doing the impossible, right? That is exactly how it goes because things that feel like they would be impossible start to become possible when you take a step towards what it is that you want, right? Towards that. And this overwhelming feeling that you're feeling is most likely because you feel so busy, so much like you're being pulled in all different directions. You have yourself spread so thin that you can't seem to feel fulfilled, that you can't seem to figure out what it is or how to make this all work, right? You are overwhelmed because you feel lost, you feel stuck, you feel scattered, you feel there are so many reasons why overwhelm can creep in, right? And the key is to not let it get the best of us. To not let it get the best of us. I had this quote on my phone from Jodi Picoult that says, anxiety is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't go very far. right? It doesn't get you anywhere. So we can stay stuck in this overwhelmed feeling and it creates this anxiety and it is this rocking chair, right? Like you keep rocking it back and forth, but it doesn't get you anywhere. You can't ruminate on these things. You have to take a step forward. And that is what I would love to help you do. That is what we do in my coaching program. Like I know I did this on my own and I know you could do it on your own as well, right? And that is something that maybe that's what you feel like you have to do or you don't feel like you can take a step. If that is the case, please go to prioritizewithpurpose.com/coaching, prioritizewithpurpose.com/coaching, and just sign up for a free discovery call with me, I mean. Sign up for a free discovery call with me and I will answer any questions. I will help you to take that first step forward, even if it doesn't mean that you wind up doing another call with me. It will help you to get unstuck. I will help you to get unstuck at least in that call. And I would encourage you that if you know that this is something that you need to do, skip the discovery call, right? Just go and schedule a call with me, a prioritization clarity call, and we will get clear on what you need to do next, what that next step is. We will get clear on what is important to you. We will get clear on so many things so that you can break this cycle of overwhelm. You can get out of this feeling that you're feeling and start feeling fulfilled. That is so much what I want for you. And I hope that you will think about what is a step that you can take to move yourself forward. What is a necessary thing that you can do to get yourself out of the overwhelm today? What is that? And I would love for you to do that. Take that step today. Okay. I just want to say that you can do this. I know that you can do this and you can break free from this cycle. I know that you can and you will if you just take that step, and you are worthy of everything that your heart desires. Okay. So I want you to think about that and I will talk to you next week. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, Mama. If so, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and then hit share and send this to a mom who needs this in her day. I'll meet you right back here next week. Keep smiling, y'all.